Hey everybody, I'm Rob and I'm going to attempt to make a video on Suboxone withdrawal, what to expect, and why it's so important. I'm going to try to keep it really short. My first attempt at this took a half an hour and it's obviously too long to upload, so I'm going to talk really fast and I'm going to get as much in as I can in a short amount of time. The first reason that I'm making this video is there's so many videos out there right now about this subject. I've watched them all. I've literally researched this subject for over a year, and there's a lot of fear mongering out there, and there's a lot of videos that I know it wasn't their intention, but could easily make a person terrified to death to take the step to jump off from whatever you're on to nothing and go through what you have to go through. And I'm here to tell you that if those are the videos you're watching the wrong ones. There's also an element of people making videos about Suboxone withdrawal that are, and if I'm offending you in this, it doesn't really matter to me because you're not helping anybody if you're one of the people I'm about to talk about. There's a group of people out there making videos that are supplementing their withdrawal or their detox or whatever you want to call it with things like marijuana and alcohol and whatever else you might want to throw in there. And I'm here to tell you that that's no way to accomplish what you're trying to get accomplished. If you are a heroin addict like myself and have been in recovery and tried this before, you've already tried all the different combinations of whatever it is to be a successful addict and found out that it doesn't work. And if you're a heroin addict, eventually that is where you'll end up ultimately, and you'll be sitting right back where you started, going through what we're about to talk about right now. And it may be today, and it might be a year from now, it might be 2 years from now, it might be 10 years from now, but it will happen. There's no substitute for sobriety. It's one or the other. And that's not to judge anybody that's not in sobriety. That's just to say that there is no substitution for sobriety. It's either sobriety or not. I chose Suboxone a couple of years back as a safety precaution after heroin relapse, and ended up staying on it way longer than I chose, or way longer than I would have if I would have been better educated, or that's a time for another video. This one is simply to say that when you do finally make the decision to get yourself back, now that you've gotten everything else back, because Suboxone will give you all those things: your job, your wife, your money, your family, your kids. Definitely useful tool in early recovery. But when you do get to the point where it's taking your soul from you, and it's taking your life from you, and it's taking who you are from you, and you're ready to do this, there's some things that you should know and be prepared for and be ready to do. And I'm going to start with what some people out there won't tell you, which is that there's no easy way. There's no out of this. There's no how do I do this with no pain? And unfortunately, that's just the truth. And before you make this final jump off and this final decision, you need to be aware of it, and and not afraid of it, but aware nonetheless. I've tried them all. I've been, like I said, I've been studying this for almost a year, getting ready to wean down from my original dose of 16 milligrams to nothing, and doing research and watching your videos and watching other people try to tell me how to do it easy, try to tell me how to not feel any pain, try to make this process simple and without the side effects of Suboxone withdrawal, which they don't educate you on when they put you on it, nor do they have any idea how to get you off it once you are on it, There are taper schedules out there by the dozens on the internet. You can look them up. I highly recommend a taper schedule, because jumping off from 8 milligrams to nothing, or 3 milligrams, or even 1 milligram to nothing is going to cause you a lot of pain that first 5 days or so. But that's where it ends. As far as the taper down goes, it will decrease your physical withdrawal symptoms during the initial detox phase, which is day 1 to 5, 6, or 7, whatever. The part about this that's different from any other opiate withdrawal that you may have gone through or are going through or whatever, is the part that everybody else in all these other videos are talking about, which is the pause, the post-acute withdrawal symptoms, which there's some guys out there that have been going through this for 8 months that are still claiming to feel the effects of their withdrawals, and I take them seriously, and I take them at their word. I take them or believe them. It's been 4 weeks for me since I took my last Suboxone, and I can certainly say that, although the first week was by far the worst of it, I don't feel any better today than I did 3 weeks ago, which is not good. But my advice would be that if you're young, and if this is not true of you, I apologize, but if it is and it resonates, maybe think about what I'm saying. At 20 or 22, I had a whole life ahead of me to face, and I had yet to really experience a lot of physical pain. As the years went on and I got myself deeper into situations that were brought on by self, I experienced a lot of pain in my life. And physical, mental, spiritual, physical, all of those things, which only get worse with time. And as bad as this is, it's by far not the worst thing that I've ever gone through. It's hard to get up. I'm tired. I feel like crap. I have the chills. I still get the sweats. Night times are still a bad time. It's hard to sleep without medication. But that's not a reason not to move forward. And this video is meant to encourage you that if you are considering this, or you're in the beginning processes of doing this, you need to just grab it, do it, push forward. And it is possible, and not only is it possible, but you could have your life back. You could have you back, if that's what you want. Some real quick things that some of the videos out there are missing that I say are key elements to success. One is a good recovery, support system. If you're in the 12-step program, you know all about what I'm talking about. If you're not, it simply means having somebody to talk to, that you could tell anything to, and be honest with them about how you're feeling and what you're thinking and what you're going through. That's key to success. The second is, without faith you have nothing, because this is a situation in which you're going to be powerless over what you're going through. And if you don't have a power to draw from to give you the strength to get through what you need to get through, you're not going to be successful. So my recommendation would be, if you don't have that, to find that. And the way that most addicts that I know have found that is through a 12-step program. But there are obviously other ways, and church would be one that I would recommend. The other thing is the motivation factor, which is get up, get moving, whether you feel like it or not. It'll make your day better. It'll make your day easier, and you can do this. It's just a matter of pushing through the feeling, and once you get moving, you'll be okay. And when it's time to stop, it's time to stop, and you just got to recognize where your body's at and face it, and be honest with yourself, and just say, that's all I can handle, and be okay with that. I have so much more to say, but for now I'm going to leave it at mostly that, which is simply this. If you are considering getting your life back, I highly encourage you to take the steps necessary to wean yourself down, do the jump off, and face the music. Because it's not going to be any easier a year from now. It's not going to be any easier 2 years from now, and it's not going to be any easier 5 years from now. So we'll go through it together. I don't know if I'll make any more videos. There's so many things, as I said, that I'd like to address that's being said out there that is not true. But at the same time, I encourage the guys making videos that are doing well and got some time under their belts to continue to do so, and I may as well. I don't know yet, but keep up the good fight. Have faith. Trust that there's a power that can restore you to sanity. And if you have any questions, leave them in the message space below and I'll answer them. If you want to message me on Facebook, it's My Child's Life Matters on Facebook. You can leave me a message there. You can find out, the other stuff that I don't have time to talk about right now. But if you go there, you'll get a bigger picture of what I'm talking about. That's it. Thanks for listening. Bye.